The 56-game journey to Ivy Madness begins today at Princeton University. The defending Ivy League champion Princeton Tigers welcome in longtime rival Harvard. Martini steps into a three and knocks it down in rhythm. Cutting is Martini, lays it in. Zach Martini has all five. Manalaco showing the mid-range game. Outside, Alaka wide open from three, easy money. Now Pierce. Got some open real estate and gets the layup. Rolling is Pierce and scoring. Lee scooping with the right hand and delivering. Xaivian Lee. Wide open is Hayden Pierce. Nice look from Lee. Martini to a cutting Lee. Lee gets knocked to the floor, gets the layup. Peters catch it 2-3. Money. Martini, wing three, count it. Lee, spinning, the kick, Martini three, count it. Pretty much anywhere behind the three-point line is his spot.
To describe Zach's attitude and effort, he just has an incredible motor. From the time that practice starts to the time that it ends, he's always on go, always moving, always going the hardest.
He's 6'7", he's not your typical big, I think, in college basketball, but I think he's able to use just his energy and enthusiasm for the way he plays to really outwork a lot of the people that he guards and the people that are guarding him.
Zach is just a great person to be around. He's probably one of the most hardworking players on our team. Every single day he comes to practice with the same mentality, same attitude, same work ethic.
First, I think Zach's attitude stems from a deep desire from within to be great, and then also his vulnerability and his willingness to talk about areas where he's made improvements, the things that he's worked on. It isn't just the effort that stands out with Zach, but it's the consistency of it.
I was taking a charge, I believe it was 5-on-5. Got hit with, I think, was like a shoulder, fell to the ground. I got up, Matt was like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And then there was about 15 minutes where I was just trying to breathe and I couldn't, I was hyperventilating.
He gets brought over to my side and you can tell that he's having some trouble breathing. You see that he's panicking, but at the time that in nature, you gotta make sure you try to keep him as level as possible because hyperventilation will be really, really bad. He calms down, I look into his eyes, I try to tell him like, "Hey, this is what's happening. I want you to have a seat right here next to me. Focus on square breathing. This is what we need to do to help try to calm you down, to keep you with me." And lo and behold, luckily, EMS came through fairly quickly. We got him where he needed to be, and it was quickly addressed.
There was definitely some mental hurdles, just like to take a charge again, or just to get contact again. But I thought like, I'm the ultimate competitor and I want to get back on the floor no matter what. So our first Division I game back, the very first play, I took a charge against Drexel, and that like was the mental barrier I needed to get over.
That's Zach in a nutshell, like fearless, non-stop energy and competitiveness. Your mind's telling you like, I'm not taking a charge ever again. He gets in the game, he knows what winning basketball is, and he's like, no, I'm doing this for the team.
It's like a tiger with his stripes. It's exactly who Zach is. You can't take that away from him. His ability and willingness to do what's needed in the moment.
Zach always had the mindset of just playing crazy all the time. He was gonna play really hard. I think now he's done a great job of influencing others to play that way.
I remember last year, there was a couple games where his shot wasn't falling, but he never put his head down and pouted. He really leaned back on his hardworking mentality, and he was always one of the first guys in the gym getting up his extra shots.
He's a completely different person from the time that he arrived to now. You knew right away he was going to compete, but you don't really know until you start playing games. And I think that Zach, he is ultimately the most hard on himself, but I'm so thankful that he's aware of his legacy here now as a player and how special he's been to others.
My favorite thing about Zach is he's kind of like the dad of the team. He always is making sure dudes are in like the right places, going to class, making sure people are being nice to each other. He has like a super caring and comforting aura to him.
I see him as a really caring, unselfish, empathetic teammate, friend, player, like the player-coach relationship. Just the way he cares about the other people in his life, and that includes the players and coaches in this program.
I would want to be remembered as someone who just gave it their all every game for 40 minutes, whether that's crashing the offensive glass, running hard, talking on defense, making three-pointers. Just someone who wanted to see the team succeed and left it all on the court.
Lee flashing in, the lefty finish. Lee plants the three. Xaivian Lee to the lane. Scoop layup is in. Wow. Lee creates space from Mack and drills a three. Lee creating and adding 30 points to the ledger. He's got it again and drills it again. Xaivian Lee, a career-high 33 for the sophomore out of Canada. An 89-58 win over the Harvard Crimson.